Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that I know many of you have struggled with dealing with narcissists. You know the type, right? Those people who seem to think the world revolves around them, who manipulate others for their own gain, and who leave a trail of emotional wreckage in their wake. Maybe it's a toxic ex who gaslighted you at every turn, or a boss who takes credit for your work while blaming you for their mistakes. Perhaps it's a family member who always makes everything about them, even in your moments of need. Dealing with narcissists can be exhausting, frustrating, and downright soul-crushing. But here's the thing, while we can't change a narcissist, because, let's face it, they don't think they need to change, we can change how we respond to them. And that's where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism comes in handy. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Stoicism? Isn't that just about suppressing your emotions and enduring hardship? Well, not exactly. Stoicism is actually a practical philosophy for living a good life, especially when dealing with difficult people and situations. In this video, we're going to explore 14 Stoic principles that can help you not only cope with narcissists, but potentially make them regret their actions. These aren't about revenge or fighting fire with fire. Instead, they're about reclaiming your power, maintaining your integrity, and living your best life, which, ironically, is often the best way to make a narcissist regret their behavior. Before we dive in, I want you to keep this phrase in mind: make them regret. This captures the essence of what we'll be discussing today. If you resonate with this idea, by the end of the video, drop it in the comments below. It'll be our little nod to the Stoic wisdom we're about to explore. Now, let's get into these 14 Stoic principles that can help you deal with narcissists and potentially make them regret their actions. Lesson 1. Focus on what you can control. The first and most fundamental principle of Stoicism is to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. When dealing with a narcissist, it's easy to get caught up in trying to change them or control their actions. But the truth is, we can't control other people's behavior. We can only control our own responses. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "Some things are in our control and others not. Things in our control are opinion, pursuit, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever are our own actions. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and, in one word, whatever are not our own actions." So instead of obsessing over the narcissist's actions, focus on your own reactions. How can you respond in a way that maintains your integrity? How can you set boundaries? By shifting your focus to what you can control, you'll feel more empowered and less victimized. Lesson 2. Practice emotional resilience. Narcissists are masters at pushing our emotional buttons. But the Stoics taught that we have the power to choose our emotional responses. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, but rather not letting them control you. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Practice observing your emotional reactions without immediately acting on them. When a narcissist tries to provoke you, take a deep breath and create some space between the trigger and your response. This emotional resilience will help you stay calm and make better decisions. Lesson 3. Maintain your integrity. When dealing with narcissists, it's tempting to stoop to their level. But the Stoics emphasize the importance of maintaining your own moral integrity, regardless of how others behave. Epictetus advised, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid with regard to external things. Instead of playing the narcissist's game, your integrity is something the narcissist can never take from you, and maintaining it in the face of their behavior can be a powerful form of resistance. Lesson 4. Practice indifference to external validation. Narcissists thrive on attention and validation. The Stoics, however, taught that true self-worth comes from within, not from external praise or recognition. Seneca said, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today." Work on building your self-esteem independent of others' opinions. When you're no longer seeking the narcissist's approval, you take away one of their primary tools of manipulation. Lesson 5. Embrace the concept of Amor Fati. Amor Fati, or love of fate, is a Stoic principle that encourages us to not only accept but embrace everything that happens to us, including difficulties. Epictetus said, "Don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and all will be well with you." Instead of resenting your experiences with the narcissist, try to view them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. This mindset can turn a negative experience into a source of personal strength. Lesson 6. Practice negative visualization. The Stoics used a technique called negative visualization to appreciate what they had and prepare for potential hardships. Seneca advised, we should love all of our dear ones, but always with the thought that we have no promise that we may keep them forever. Imagine life without the narcissist. What freedoms would you have? What stress would be gone? This can help you realize that you don't need the narcissist in your life and can give you the courage to set stronger boundaries or even walk away. Lesson 7. Focus on your own growth. Instead of trying to change the narcissist, the Stoics would advise focusing on your own personal growth and virtue. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be 1. Invest in your own development. Learn new skills. Pursue your passions. Work on your character. Not only will this improve your life, but it may also make the narcissist realize what they're missing out on by mistreating you." Lesson 8. Practice gratitude. The Stoics believed in the power of gratitude to transform our perspective and increase our happiness. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Even in difficult situations with a narcissist, try to find things to be grateful for. Maybe the experience has made you stronger or helped you appreciate the good people in your life more. This gratitude can be a powerful antidote to the negativity a narcissist brings. Lesson 9. Use reason to combat manipulation. Narcissists often use emotional manipulation to control others. The Stoics emphasized using reason and logic to combat such tactics. Marcus Aurelius advised, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." When faced with the narcissist's manipulations, take a step back and analyze the situation logically. What are the facts? What's the rational response? By grounding yourself in reason, you're less likely to be swayed by emotional ploys. Lesson 10. Remember your power of choice. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from recognizing our power to choose our responses, regardless of external circumstances. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Remember that you always have a choice in how you respond to the narcissist. You can choose to engage or disengage, to react or to respond thoughtfully. This sense of agency can be incredibly empowering. Lesson 11. Practice forgiveness for your own sake. The Stoics recognized the power of forgiveness, not as a gift to the offender, but as a way to free oneself from negative emotions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Consider practicing forgiveness, not because the narcissist deserves it, but because it liberates you from carrying the weight of resentment. This doesn't mean allowing further abuse, but rather freeing yourself emotionally from past offenses. Lesson 12. Cultivate inner tranquility. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances or other people's actions. Seneca said, "The greatest blessings of mankind are within our reach." A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he has not. Work on cultivating a sense of inner peace and contentment that doesn't depend on the narcissist's behavior or approval. This inner tranquility can be a powerful shield against their attempts to disturb your peace. Lesson 13. Lead by example. The Stoics believed in the power of leading by example rather than trying to force others to change. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Instead of trying to convince the narcissist of their faults, focus on living your best life. Your strength, integrity, and happiness might just make them realize what they're missing. Lesson 14. Remember the bigger picture. Finally, the Stoics often advocated for taking a broader perspective on life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "You can discard most of the junk that clutters your mind and clear out space for yourself by comprehending the scale of the world, by contemplating infinite time, by thinking of the speed with which things change." Remember that your experience with this narcissist is just one small part of your life. In the grand scheme of things, how important is this person really? This perspective can help you avoid getting overly caught up in their drama. There you have it, 14 Stoic principles that can help you deal with narcissists and potentially make them regret their actions. Now, I want to be clear. These aren't about revenge or winning against the narcissist. They're about reclaiming your power, maintaining your integrity, and living your best life. Remember what we said at the beginning. Virtue is its own reward. By focusing on your own growth, maintaining your integrity, and cultivating inner peace, you're not only making yourself less vulnerable to the narcissist's manipulations, but you're also creating a life that they may eventually regret not being a positive part of. I encourage you to start applying these principles in your daily life. Maybe start with one or two that resonate with you the most. Practice focusing on what you can control, building your emotional resilience, or cultivating your inner tranquility. Over time, you might be surprised at how these ancient wisdom can transform your modern challenges. As Epictetus said, "He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at." So let's approach this journey with a bit of humor and self-compassion. We're all learning and growing. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember to drop virtue is its own reward in the comments if these Stoic principles resonated with you. Your comments can inspire others who might be dealing with similar challenges. Thanks for watching, and remember, in dealing with narcissists, the best revenge is living well. Until next time, stay stoic and stay strong.